Welcome back to the Division 2. In this video we are going through the best solo PvE build that will melt absolutely everything, even in legendary difficulty. Just quickly before we do get into this build, if you're not currently subbed to the channel, make sure you do sub, turn notifications on. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, all support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to support me further as a creator, then check out the links in the description and let's get into it. So as you would have seen in the background, I was easily killing everything in Legendary. If you want to use this build for Countdown, because it's designed for 8 players, you're going to get a lot more elites. So I would recommend putting some protection from elites into the build. However, this is a build I've been running for a very, very long time. And even in TU15, it's still by far the best PvE build. Its focus is specifically DPS. It's an all-red build. And if we quickly jump into it, if we have a look, I'm running the TAC 50 as my specialization. I then have the classic M1A and it's maxed out rifle damage, crit damage, damage to targets out of cover. Then with the talent, I've got boomerang. Crits have a 50% chance to return the bullet to the mag. If a bullet is returned to the mag, the next shot has a 40% increased damage, or has 40% increased damage. Then if you want to run a lower difficulty, you're seeing a lot of footage on the channel for this game. I tend to run normal difficulty. If you're running a lower difficulty, just whack out the pestilence. It's an amazing weapon to run. And you'll see that I've got this maxed out, damage to armor, damage to targets out of cover, and the LMG damage. Then with the pistol, I pretty much don't use it. It's just sitting there for the sake of being in the build. Then into the gear, it's 3-piece Providence for the headshot damage, crit chance and crit damage. We have 1-piece Seska for the crit chance. We've got 1-piece Grupo for the crit damage. And then we have 1-piece Overlord for the rifle damage. If we take a look at the mask, it's maxed out. Every single piece in the build is maxed out. If you're going for a build like this, it's going to take you a very, very long time to put together. So it's something you can work towards. I mean, if you've played the game for a while, you might already have something like this. But the mask has weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage as a mod. Then with the backpack, we've got weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage again. Then for the talent on the bag, we have Vigilance, which increases the total weapon damage by 25%. If you take damage, it does disable the buff for 4 seconds. Then into the third and final piece for Providence, we have the chest, weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage. You'll even see the mods are maxed out on this build. Then the talent is Obliterate. Crits increase the total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds and it stacks up to 25 times. So the entire build is based around your weapon damage, your crit chance and your crit damage. There's not a lot of headshot damage in here, although we do have a nice little bonus for the headshot damage as well. Then moving over to the gloves, we've got weapon damage, crit chance. Then on the holster, we have weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage. Then on the knees, we have Fox's Prayer. So we get the weapon damage, we get the damage to targets out of cover, and we've got crit damage on there as well. Then for the skills, what I run is the Fixer Drone so that I can get a little bit of healing whilst I'm playing solo, and the Revive Hive because I absolutely suck at the game. Then if we move into the stats, you'll see the weapon damage is 493,000. We've got a 60% crit chance, we've got 210% crit damage, and we've also got 110% headshot damage. So there's a lot of bonus damage when you get a headshot and when you get a crit. Then if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see our all weapons damage bonus is 100%. And we've got a 40% bonus for the rifle. Obviously, if you're playing a lower difficulty using the pestilence, then you wouldn't really worry about the damage too much. The ticks are incredibly strong on this. With the talent it has, which is Plague of the Outcasts. Your hits will apply a debuff dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds and it stacks up to 50 times. Whenever an enemy dies with the debuff, all stacks are transferred to a nearby enemy within 25 meters. And it's so helpful. It's like 2 or 3 ticks to a red bar on normal difficulty to completely kill them. And you'll see that I'm not too high of a shade level. I say I'm not too high because shade levels have been available for a very long time now. I'm 1367, so it does mean I've got everything maxed on the watch. And in terms of my proficiency, expertise, all that sort of stuff, I haven't really bothered with it whatsoever. So if you can get a build similar to this, and you can work on your proficiency, expertise and all that sort of stuff, then you can make it even better than it currently is. But as I said, it's going to be tough to get your hands on the right pieces that have the right attributes with the right percentages and stuff. It took me a very, very long time. But now we've taken a look at the build, what we're going to do is we are going to run American History Museum on Heroic And I'll just show you a little bit of this, because obviously we've seen a little bit of legendary as well. And I'll just show you the sort of damage numbers you can expect. So there's 3 million there. And then you're getting like 730k base damage. So on heroic, without aiming at the head, it's 3 shots to take down enemies. 2 shots if they're a red bar. And then if we come through to this section, we've got 3 enemies in here, including a heavy. And then if I was landing my shots, you saw how quick I took that guy down. 2 shots and a red bar's dead. And that's pretty much it. So that's the outside and the first room cleared. In no time at all, no worries. Didn't have to pop my fixer drone or anything like that. It's just pure damage from this. And if you're getting crit headshots, it's like 3 million damage per shot. And obviously with your buffs and everything like that, you can get it even higher. So that was a look at what is, in my opinion, the best solo PvE build. And what we're going to do is leave that video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. Let me know if you think there's a build that's better out there. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.